We're back at the Centre for Computing History for the Retro Computer Festival, and it's 20 minutes before the doors open and the car park is full. There is literally no space to park your car, it's that popular. And before we go into the main part, or the actual attraction for today, there's a couple of interesting items in the foyer. This Sinclair ZX Spectrum prototype, and it had a real keyboard, which is quite interesting compared to what it ended up with. And there's also a couple of ZX81 and ZX80 prototypes as well, all in the main foyer of this computer museum. Things you probably won't find, well, you won't find anywhere else at all. And this is part of the main hall. As you can see, it's already pretty much packed out with people and exhibits, from prototype ZX81 keyboards and also various other machines that people are unpacking ready for the display, including telecom units, which are, you can just see there. And basically there's just about every kind of retro computer around, including the normal museum exhibits that you can still play on.
This is basically, it's an Apple II, but it's a Taiwanese clone of it stuck in this tiny little case here. It's Multitech made modem, so this is actually a modem case. They've crammed a computer into. Ultimately, this company became Acer. Well, I think they're still going around. They're still there. What year was that? So these are all these three here are 1982. So they're all on the cover of this magazine here from October '82. So these three machines here were all launched at the same time. So I've got made an attempt to recreate the cover here. So of these three, this is the one that became a huge hit, this is the 64, and these three disappeared afterwards. So they weren't winners of that competition.
And as you can tell, people are very enthusiastic about their machines in their collections, even if it's from a humble ZX81 to a Sharp MZ. And that's a good thing, because it doesn't matter what you have, whether it's the recased ZX81 in a fuller keyboard, the black machine with a white keyboard here, or, you know, a prototype machine that nobody's ever seen before. It's all down to being enthusiastic about your machine. As I say, if it's a well-known machine like the Commodore 64, or less well-known like the SX or the Aquarius or the Spectra Video, it doesn't matter, because people's enthusiasm about these machines is keeping these old machines alive. And these people who are coming today are not part of an exhibit. A lot of them are just private owners who've brought things like an Osborne 1 to show off, and you know, that's what they enjoy doing. And there's also other museums here, such as this one from Leicester, who brought along quite a collection of classic computers, and you can ask them any question, no matter how, you know, small or insignificant you might think it is. They're here to help and they're willing to answer it. They've also brought along, you know, some, as well as the Osborne machines and some of the prototypes here, you can actually see a Dragon 200, which wouldn't have looked at the place at the Dragon meet, and a rare, what looks like an atom-based colour computer from Acorn. Not something you see every day. And they're here to answer any questions, as I said, you would like to put to them. They're quite a friendly bunch, which is, you know, the way most people are who collect these machines. And there's also quite a collection of Sinclair-based machines, such as add-ons for Sinclair machines like the ZX81, and there's also Jupiter Ace, which are getting quite rare these days to find a working one.
You've got to run left and right. You keep going faster, as long as you can. It gets faster and faster and faster. Let's check over. OMP. Wait, quick, move to the left, that's it. You got it.
There's also a selection of video pack machines, which you don't see too often nowadays, and it's nice to see them being collected along with the Commodore Macs which is incredibly rare these days, along with the peripherals for your Atari machines or your Atari-derived games consoles. Let's ask him. Go on, you ask him.
That's a boy eating computer.
So there's plenty to see and do, especially if you are looking at some of the more obscure machines that you may have or may not have seen before. Yeah. So that's what it looks like inside.
Oh, why is it flashing? It flashes.
Yeah. And as you can see, it's not just for the adults, it keeps the children interested as well. As I said, there's a natural fascination for some of these kids, and children seem to respond to it as well. So, it's not just for your mums and dads to come along and see. So bring your children along, let them enjoy a little bit of experience of what it was like to use or see this kind of equipment in the past.
School, yeah, and some of these machines, this is what I've done the display here. So this is your computer magazine up to 1982, so it's coming up to Christmas, lots of new machines being released. This one here, sells millions. The other three on this cover disappear without trace. So, here they are today. And they're fine machines, but this one was the same, some boots and the brand. And Commodore already had a lot of money. They sold a lot of expensive, so they could afford to monitor it. The others can be a blessing.
The old Video Genie, I used to use those at school.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not a common machine.
No, they're not, because they kept them for a while and they changed them to BBCs after.
Oh, yeah, that's where it went.
Yeah.
They all got BBCs. That's what I had at school. Well, a Commodore PET.
Yeah.
And then BBCs.
Yeah. But it was a shame because I thought they were actually alright, to be fair.
They were fine machines. I think they were a bit expensive. Certainly the Video Genies didn't have colour, the Colour Genie.
Yeah.
So, all the non-colour machines like my M80K here all kind of disappeared in the 80s because they couldn't compete.
And also your microprofessor there.
Yeah.
I haven't seen one of those for a while. They're incredibly rare now.
They are indeed.
Yeah.
I mean, basically, it's mostly an Apple II.
Yeah.
Lurking deep inside here, made by a Taiwanese company that made modems. That's what this box is.
Yeah, I remember looking at them when I was younger, and I thought, yeah, I wouldn't mind one of them because there was a keyboard for them as well, wasn't there, and all that kind of thing. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
But yeah, the funny case, I think it's just a money-saving thing. They made modems. They had lots of cases that look like
when you stuck it in a modem box.
When you put a Multitech modem next to it, it's quite clear what they've done.
Yeah, it is quite cool though.
Actually, this keyboard is rather nice, and the plug-in keyboard is pretty horrible.
So as you can see, there's a lot of people looking at a load of different machines, and there's also other stuff to do with it being a open museum as well. You can have a look at some of the micro-controlled toys, such as a Big Track. And then once you have got bored with that, you can have a go on the big screen and just play a game and while away a few minutes while you're having a bit of a break from all the retro machines. And, the big cassette wall, which is quite interesting to a child, as you can see. And I very much wouldn't be surprised if they didn't want that in their bedroom as a bedroom wall feature by the looks of it. But I say there's a lot more to do than just look at the retro computers that people have brought in. And that's a good thing about this museum. There is always something to look at and something to see. And then there's also things you can do if you're an adult and you want a break. You can go and play on a few arcade games and just while away the time while you're thinking about looking at your next machine, such as the Altair or the Teletype, which is actually using paper tape, as you can see. And it's a fully working machine. And now we make our way to what is arguably the granddad of the microcomputing scene in the UK, the machine that arguably started it all off, and it's the Sinclair ZX81. So thank you for watching, thank you for listening, thank you for taking your time to view my channel. If you like, subscribe. If you don't, that's fair enough, and I hope we see each other again on this channel. So have a great day. Thank you very much.